Hi there, and welcome to or welcome back to Lorena's Labyrinth. And for joining me today, I'm Anna Pirelli. If you didn't already know, I do hope that you have had a great week, that life has been kind to you. I've been fairly busy. I've had a productive week in more than one way, but I'm not going to bore you with the details. Suffice to say, I'm feeling both blessed and grateful. Now, in the meantime, this week's update should be fairly brief, if I can work out how to do a brief update. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. Just a reminder, I always look forward to seeing comments by people. Please do like, subscribe, and comment because the more the merrier. Thank you. So, what's new this week? Well, this week we've managed to complete and upload 3 of the Anatomy of Distress series. I particularly recommend parts 2 and 3. Part 2 does refer to aspects of neurofunction, but I have tried to dumb the content down. And I don't mean that as an insult to any of the viewers or listeners, but simply because, in my own experience, I find it easier to process the content if I simplify it where possible away from the technical and clinical terms because it just gets too much for my head to cope with. So I figure I can't be the only person that has those kind of problems. Anyway, in regard to part 3, this refers to the chemistry aspects of mood and health. And the bottom line is a lot of people that experience distress, that distress is rooted in their physiology and they may not be aware of this. This can include, if I can speak properly, the impacts of an inadequate diet or when a person has an underlying illness or condition or takes other prescriptive medication that will impact negatively on the metabolism and how it processes, the chemicals and makes the hormones. And this can really interfere with how we feel and our resilience to external influences. So sometimes the body's entire equilibrium can be thrown out because of the processing or chemical issues, is basically what that video looks at. So I encourage you all to take a view of that. Give me some feedback, particularly around the quality of the content and what I can do to make it more interesting or appealing for you. I'm very open to all feedback. Most people that have had anything to do with me know that I see even critical or negative feedback as a positive because it's an opportunity for growth. So, then other new things that we've done. Oh my God, I am so excited. It includes the artistic content. And we've got an intention to upload content each week, probably on a Wednesday, because in Australia we call Wednesday Hump Day. And basically, it's to help lift the mood and to keep a person going throughout the week. And also, by loading videos regularly, it will help me to get onto the YouTube algorithm. I should have mentioned that the current artwork videos that we've got loaded or scheduled to be loaded on a Wednesday, they're going to be in the astrology section. But in the meantime, what is also more important about building the foundations of the channel going forward to make sure we have some integrity around content and that kind of thing is that in part 4 of the Anatomy of Distress, we're going to be looking at crisis response. Which will include things like a mood meter and people to do their own mood assessments so that they can put in an intervention earlier rather than later. But obviously, the issues with that is that sometimes people don't realise that they're getting themselves into a pickle or a big emotional state until they've actually reached it. So, part 4 does provide strategy for people while they're waiting for professional support. Anyway, that one's coming very soon. We've also loaded a new video on energy and vibration, so please do feel free to take a look at that and let me know your thoughts, of course, just to know whether it covers any content or if you want to have more content added to it. I'm also just going to have a wee bit of a jabber here for a few minutes, seconds, well, not minutes, that'll be too long, so that you can appreciate this visual. I hope that it comes through properly for you because I actually really like this one. The next priorities for the aura and chakra content is going to be things like how you can clear and purify your aura, balance your chakras, and this kind of thing. These videos are already under construction, so hopefully we'll have them loaded in the very near future because they're halfway done, if not almost completely done. Doing the chakra content with the solfeggio music became a bit of a nightmare, shall we say. We had to delete and reload all of it. So we've also updated the graphics and that kind of thing. And this was just problems with the uploading and downloading because of my internet speeds. And it not going onto the channel correctly. So I've previously discussed this. Anyway, my contact in Italy, she's been amazing. She's been reviewing how it flows, and she's now taken responsibility for uploading the content onto YouTube because of these dreadful speeds that I've been addressing. To be honest, sometimes the simplest of things turn into the biggest of nightmares. So this was the same with the Solfeggio, but I really hope that it's now fixed. I believe it's fixed, and I encourage you to take a look and give me feedback as well. That'd be wonderful. Thank you. So, in regard to technology, first things actually, what I've just noticed is this is quite funny. There's a similarity between this image of the girl working on the computer and my contact in Italy that's helping me with my technological problems. So, where we're at with that is while we've resolved the glitches, I believe, with uploading content onto YouTube, what I see as still being a bit of a problem, and I'm not sure that I have any solutions, but you might have some recommendations, is around my microphone. I've tried a couple so far, including buying one of the ones with the buffer that's supposed to buff out the sound of traffic and noise and to get rid of echo and that kind of thing so that when I'm doing the speaking, it doesn't sound too tinny or like I'm in an echo chamber. But suffice to say, nothing has really worked, and I'm not a fan of screwing the little Duva. I'm speaking Australian, okay. The little Duva thing that you attach to your desk, and just in case people are wondering, yes, I do do my audios at a desktop computer. So yeah, if you've got any solutions, I'm very open to hearing them. Thank you in advance for that one. So, from a creative perspective, I absolutely love being a bit creative. I've got a new tool and skill that I've developed, for want of a better description. I've discovered AI and doing art with AI. So, this is a couple of images, just some of the first ones that were quite well received. And what I'm loading on the astrology this week, I'll have different themes at different times. There will be a series on angels because I'm still fine tuning my processes, but the current ones are going to be not angels, fairies, and you will see some of the details that are a bit of issues for me with them. It's actually very hard to make them smile, so I've now perfected that craft, and the next batch will probably be happier looking fairies and angels, but we'll see what happens. I'm so excited. I hope you enjoy them. So I'm still holding back the numerology content while I get these fundamentals in place of the self-care and good psychological well-being videos, but I'm very eager to get back into that. So it's not too far away. I really hope you enjoy it, and sorry to keep you waiting. Well, I'm quite chuffed with myself. I'm finishing this video in a timely way today. I only ever wanted these news announcements and the yarning stuff uh, when it's a Sunday update, basically, to just be a brief video, just to keep you in the loop, let you know what's going on, encourage you to participate, give you a little bit of insight about what we're working on now, and give you an opportunity to feed back to me what kind of content do you want up here? What would you like to see? Because as far as I'm concerned, that's what I'm here for, right? But anyway, I would like to say I know everything's been a bit of a slow process, and I really sincerely thank you for your patience. I've pretty well covered in this video format already what you can expect to see in the next days and over the next week. Beyond confirming that, um, I aim to load content that restores or revives the spirit, the soul, and the mind, and stuff that is not as dull. I don't know if this content that I'm loading at the moment, excuse me, is dull for you guys. It's stuff that I've known for a long time, so it's kind of like regurgitation for me, except that obviously I'm a little bit more inhibited when I do this content because there is a responsibility within the context of mental health to make sure that I adhere to certain protocols and that kind of thing. So it's been quite a chore for me, shall I say, to um, really do it and do it in a way where it's exciting. I'm not sure that I'm expressing myself right here. But anyway, going forward, as soon as we've got this stuff out the way, then I'll be able to get back into using my creativity and my artistic eye, for want of a better word. And you can expect to see content that's a lot more light and bright coming up. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure you are, But for now and today, I would like to say thank you very much for being part of my journey. Thank you to those people that are participating. I'm going to continue to load stuff onto Facebook as we finish these videos. I haven't loaded anything on Rumble, but stay tuned. You will be hearing more as time goes by. Have a most wonderful and blessed week. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye for now.